Hi, everybody. I'm trying the live stream today. Just going to be a quick thing. I just wanted to talk about the Iowa Hawkeye draft. I was busy in Ventura, California yesterday and the day before, so I didn't get to really follow the draft that closely. So I just wanted to give my thoughts and everything on what I saw on the draft. So here we go. We had four Hawkeyes actually drafted. All right. In round one, we had Chauncey Golston, who went to the Cowboys. Chauncey, I love you, my boy, but Cowboys are my worst team. I do not like the Cowboys, but good luck playing with the Cowboys. I mean, I hope you stick around and get your good playing time, but I can't say that I'll be watching you play much unless you're playing one of my teams that I like. Okay. And then we get to round five. This is my favorite pick of the day. Ihmir Smith-Marsette, wide receiver from Iowa, gets chosen to my favorite NFL football team, the Vikings. I mean, who could not love that pick? I mean, honestly, I think I saw the rounds and Smith-Marsette was picked all over the place, anywhere from 3 to 7. So he split the difference pretty much by getting picked in the 5. So I wish him the best. I hope he's catching a lot of passes and doing a lot of kickoff returns for the Vikings and just making them more exciting to watch, because the Vikings have been in my opinion, a disappointment over the last few years. Okay. To me, this is one of the biggest surprises of the draft in round 5 is Davion Nixon going to the Panthers. Now that's, good for the Panthers. They picked a great guy, but how did this guy fall from a potential first round? And then even a week ago, he was still considered a 2, possibly an early 3 round pick. So I'm not sure how this guy got dropped so low. But he's going to have his chance. He got picked. Honestly, I think if he'd have known he was going to go that low, he might have come back one more year at Iowa and increased his stock so he could really have a true first round draft pick, be a true first rounder. He probably lost millions of dollars right there going from 1 to 5. And when he went out, let's face it, he was considered a number 1 when he chose to go out. So at that time, he didn't think he had any reason to not leave. But I can't help but wonder if he wished he'd come back for one more year so he could earn a lot more money, but he will have a chance to prove himself with the Panthers. Okay. Niemann going to the Chargers, round 6. Now, I had him not being drafted or maybe a possible 7th round pick, but good for him. His brother plays for the Chiefs, and I'm excited about this pick because he's a good guy. He's hard-nosed, and I think he'll be as successful as his brother, who, by the way, was signed as a free agent with the Chiefs, not as a draft pick. So there's going to be some bragging rights going on there probably when at family get-togethers. Okay, and so now those were our only signees, but I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more Hawkeyes who got signed as undrafted free agents. Let's start with the most surprising one for me in this group was Alaric Jackson going to the LA Rams. How does this guy not even get drafted? How do other people get drafted ahead of this guy who is a 4-year starter at Iowa? He played 4 years at Iowa, started 4 years at left tackle. And how does he not? I don't understand. How does this guy not get drafted? I really don't understand. I don't know what the stock is. I mean, I'm not I'm not an expert scout on the situation, so I don't know what the NFL team saw that they all danced around and didn't want him. But he did get signed with the LA Rams. He'll have a chance to prove the scouts wrong or prove them right. And so it's up to him to there. He's there now, so he'll get his chance. Another person who Corey Cronk got picked from the Green Bay. He didn't play in but 1 or 2 games all year last year. Was injured all year. Was injured the year before at Indiana. So I'm not sure. I wouldn't even have picked him as a free agent signing, but there must have been something in the workouts and in the pro day and everything that Green Bay saw in this guy enough to at least sign him as a free agent. I don't know what, but this guy basically hasn't played in more than 1 or 2 games for the last 2 seasons, and yet there he is out on the field going to try to get his chance to prove himself. Then we got tight end Shaun Beyer, signed by the Denver. Who else? What other Iowa tight end was signed by Denver? Nate. I mean, Noah Fant. Noah Fant. I said Nate, but we all know where Nate is. He's a Viking, and hopefully one day he'll be the starter as a Viking. Okay, so Noah Fant. So now they've got 2 Iowa tight ends, and I trying to remember if Shaun Beyer and Noah Fant ever got a chance to play together. Of course, it would have been late in Fant's career and early in Beyer's career if they did. So I think Noah Fant is on his 3rd year or 4th year with the Denver. I'm not sure. Okay. But anyhow, they probably were former teammates. And so, this is going to be exciting to see if we can continue with tight end U in the NFL. That would be fun. Okay. Now we got Jack Heflin as a defensive tackle going to Green Bay. Now, this one could have gone either way. Jack could have been a late 7th, or free agent, which he turned out to be a free agent. And he did a lot of good things for Iowa in his 1 season with Iowa. So I really thought he did some good things, and he's going to get his shot too. So with Green Bay, I'm not a Green Bay fan because I'm a Viking fan. So you guys know that I'm not a Green Bay fan, but there are some Hawkeyes on the Green Bay team. So, I got to pull for the Hawkeyes whenever they're playing to do well, but not necessarily to win their games. Sorry about that, Green Bay fans. Okay. Cole Banworth going to Tennessee. Yeah, he was on my free agent signing list. I didn't think he would get drafted, and yeah, now but he did get signed, so that's not a surprise by me. He's right where I thought he would be. And linebacker Barrington Wade gets signed with Baltimore. This one surprised me. I didn't even have him going as a free agent. So good for Barrington. His hard work has paid off. He had a great season last year and making some noise for the Hawkeyes, and now Baltimore recognizes that, and Baltimore is going to give him a shot. And so I'm honestly hoping all these guys, what did I say, 8 or 9 of these guys, I hope they all get their shot, all stick with their teams, and none of them get stuck on the practice squad or the what do you call this, practice squad or the scout team, whatever they call it in the NFL. Okay. Now I want to go back up to a couple of other people. We got wide receiver Brandon Smith going to who else? Dallas. Come on, guys, quit picking some of my favorite players. Brandon Smith, I thought he had a chance to get drafted very late in the draft. He didn't, but he's going to Dallas, and so unfortunately he's with the Cowboys, and I've already told you guys I don't like the Cowboys. So, but I do wish him well. I wish him well, and I hope he gets and he sticks with the team and does well. Running back Mekhi Sargent going to Tennessee. Wow. I also did not have him as a draft pick, but I did have him as a free agent signing. And so that's what he did. And he's going to get his shot to stay with the hook on with Tennessee. I don't know. Gosh. I mean, the type of runner he is and everything, he pushes hard. His feet never drop, and he keeps those feet grinding for the extra yard or two. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there when he starts, but again, he has a chance to go out and prove himself, and I hope he does. I hope all those guys. So we've got 9 free agents and 4 actual drafted players. So that is 13 players off of this year's Hawkeye squad that could find homes in the NFL this year. Wow. And that's just amazing when you look at it. What's kind of disappointed in the draft is that I saw in the first round, Nebraska had 2 players go in the first round. Not Nebraska, Northwestern. So anybody wondering if Northwestern was for real last year, apparently they were. It wasn't a fluke because they had 2 first-round NFL players on their team. So I guess they deserved to win the West. They earned it. But I just was shocked because I think they said Northwestern hadn't had more than 2 players total picked in the first round and I don't know how many millions of years, but dating back to the as far as the draft goes, I guess they never had more than 2 total, and so now they had 2 picked in the same draft first round. So that's where I'm at with it. I got to do a little more studying to see how things went. I thought the 49ers and picking that was it Trey Lance or something like that, quarterback out of North Dakota State, was he from? Okay. Anyway, that was a surprise to me. I thought there were 2 other better quarterbacks in the draft, but that goes without saying that San Francisco recently hasn't done a great job with quarterbacks not in the draft. They did back early days, when you think of Montana and Steve Young, but you look at C.J. Beathard, who started a few games for him. They've traded away to the Jaguars, I think. I think he's a Jaguar now. So C.J., I guess, is destined to be a backup quarterback. And so, yeah. Before that, they had, who just retired? I can't think of the guy who just retired. Yeah, he was drafted by the 49ers, eventually became the Chiefs quarterback, and then went to, I think he was a Jets quarterback after that or something. And now he's retired. He didn't have a great career. I mean, he did adequate, but he wasn't a great quarterback. And let's see, who else did they pick over the years? I can't think of who else they had. Well, anyway, the 49ers, they I don't know. I watch them closely because I live in California, and I was watching them closely because of George Kittle and when CJ was on the team, and I just loved it when CJ got his few opportunities to start and play when he did. I love watching him throw to Kittle, and honestly, I thought CJ was the second best quarterback on that team, but the 49ers didn't feel that way. So that's why they traded him away, and I thought they needed to do that guy a favor and traded him away, but I don't know if he got traded to the right team or not this time. Or I guess no. He was signed as a free agent. They let him go, and he signed as a free agent. I want to say the Jaguars, but I'm not sure if that's right or not. Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong. You'll have some comments to do, so you can do that. So that's where I'm at. This was just a short draft. I kind of wanted to give this a tryout. I got to do some practice, kind of like Nolan does. When you guys watch Nolan Hawkeye Anthony podcast on here, you usually see me, off and on. I'm with him off and on. I'm not with him on every podcast that he does, but you will see us, and you can go to his YouTube and find more exciting news. He had a great video up of him, talking about the draft and his thoughts, and I wasn't able to get with him on that one because I was still out of town and I was stuck in traffic trying to get home last night. So I wasn't able to do that with him, and he got it up. He sounds good on it, and so go to his. Just go to Nolan Hawkeye Anthony on YouTube, and you will find his stuff there as well. And you might even catch a couple of videos with me on him, talking on there with him and giving my viewpoints on the Hawkeyes and everything. But like I said, I'm going to do some Hawkeye content on this page. This is more for personal reasons, but every now and then I got something to say about the Hawkeyes. You'll see me right here on this channel. So if you're not already a follower, click the follow button and subscribe. All right. Okay. I'm out, and thank you for watching this. And I appreciate you watching the whole time, and give a shout out. I had 2 viewers at one time. I mean, that's kind of cool. I can't see who you guys are. I wish at least Facebook Live lets me see who's out there looking at me. So whoever you are out there looking at me, the one guy left, or person left, female, male, or whoever, thank you for watching and being there. See you guys later. Bye.